Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Team If Lives, and this is Mayhem News Live SmackDown Friday. Even though it's a Saturday, but usually the shows are like the day after, unless I plan on doing them live. So, SmackDown was actually pretty decent, I have to admit. I still think Teddy Long is somewhere in the WWE universe. I think he's got his Vicky Guerrero and his Brad Maddox Voodoo Dolls, and anytime he wants a six-man tag, he pulls out the Voodoo Doll and goes. Anyway, all right, getting started. John Cena returns to SmackDown after his dramatic return and winning the World Champion, beating Sandow on Monday after winning the title on Sunday. They highlight Sandow's Money in the Bank attempt, and failure. Cena gives the usual upbeat stick, actually got a pretty good, vibe from the crowd, They seem to be, not too many boos, Swagger comes out with Zeb Coulter, basically insert blah blah blah. Pretty much they invite him to be part of the American real Americans. I still say we the people, but anyway, right before when I was watching the show, I told my wife, I told Kim, I said, well, is it me, but does Zeb Coulter look like Yosemite Sam? And Cena kind of threw me off when he gave me the Biff. You look like Biff Tannen. I'm very glad somebody finally said it. And then he made a comment about what everybody on the internet, and especially the women, talking about how big Cesaro's nipples are. He said, when you get this guy, you get a 2-liter and an order of wings, because it looks like he's got Domino Pizza nipple. I'm sorry. That was funny. And then right out of his mouth, he said, well, Zeb, we don't have enough time to talk about Zeb, but he looks like Yosemite Sam. I'm sorry. I popped. I'm sorry. That was funny because I'd already said it. But anyway, Sandow comes out, says basically he's going to, do anything he can to get Cena, away from that title, that he's still the uncrowned title, puts in his 2 cents. And apparently they look like they're gonna jump John Cena. And of course, Cody and Goldust comes out to back up Cena. You got 3 champions in the ring, basically. Well, here comes Teddy Long's, the effect of Teddy Long and his Voodoo Dolls saying, 6-man tag, 6-man tag. Here comes Vicky Guerrero right on cue. Says we're gonna have be Goldust, Cody, and Cena versus Sandow and the Real Americans. Kind of knew that. The Shield make their usual threats. There's signs in Roman Reigns that what everybody's talking about, that he will be the first to actually pull away from the Shield. Ambrose has made some comments about, he still holds a title, and he was actually able to win his match and retain his title. And Roman Reigns was the main one that kind of turned his head and kind of, had that WTF, look on his face. I didn't really see Rollins because he was already looking at Ambrose. So, but that's what the talk on the internet is. The Usos basically were the one they were threatening, and Rollins, instead of tagging with Reigns, which is who he tags with, Ambrose stuck himself in the match. It was an actually decent match. Of course, any match the Usos are in is pretty. They were flying all over the place. Pretty much. But Big E comes out mainly to prevent Reigns from interfering, and one of the Usos actually get the win with the roll up. And then there was a time where there was 3 of the 3 guys in there. It was the Usos and Big E, and Reigns was the only one in there, and Big E kind of challenged him, and they had to actually, the other Shield members actually had to drag him. Wow, there's another sign. You know, he's not going with the Shield anymore. He's not going with the crowd anymore. He's wanting to be single and say, well, I'll take on 3 guys, you know, whatever. So anyway, Wyatt's defeat the Primetime Players, pretty much the same thing. You know, the same kind of matches they usually have. You know, it's not, you know, wasn't done really special. Bray Wyatt hollers, "Follow the buzzards," you know. Orton comes out as an uninvited guest on Miz TV, and we get to hear him whine as usual about people saying that he's not supposed to be the WWE champion, and you know, of course he RKO's the Miz and walks out, and it's same old stuff. The Bellas team up with Natalya versus Alicia Fox, Tamina, and AJ. It was a decent match for a change. They actually showed some some focus from the WWE actually on the even though, you know, you still got the same, you've got the Bellas, you got Natalya, which anytime Natalya is in the ring, it's money. But you just got, you know, you still got those same 6. No Caitlyn, okay, and we don't know where Caitlyn is. So if anybody has found Caitlyn, if you've seen Caitlyn, you know, Caitlyn's missing, so we need to find her. Like I said, we went to the main event. Cena, Goldust, Cody defeats Sandow and the Real Americans. Goldust is on fire. Cody was on fire. Pretty much everybody, you know, you got Cesaro doing the swing on 2 people. You know, and at the end, Cena hits the AA for the win to end the show. As always, we always like to talk about our sponsors. We got Zach Pack Promotions. It's got a big thing coming up November the 16th and 17th in Katy, Texas. If you cannot be there, you can still donate. If you have friends that would like to donate. What is that? Anyway, you can go to www.zachpackpromotions.com and click on Busting for Autism. You can go down and donate. Every little bit counts. They still have a lot of things open. They've got all the wrestlers and stuff that's there. It'll be at the end of this video, and just make sure that, you know, you can actually pay to have lunch with these people, and it's not going to break your bank if you truly wanted to have lunch with them. So, but they're doing a bunch of stuff. You know, they've got raffles, they've got stuff on the webpage they're doing, and they do more than just stuff for autism. They do stuff for families with that have family members with cancer, families of special needs children. You know, they try to do as much as they can. So, you know, I want to fightdisabilityslurs.wordpress.com. Check us out. We're trying to stop disability slurs or use of slurs in general. I want to thank Throttle for New Blood, our theme song. Appreciate it. I will be getting in touch with him in the next couple of days. You can find all their stuff on iTunes and Amazon. I want to give a shout out to Blast 52. Blast 52 it's at Blast 52 on Twitter, at Blast 52 Drummer. They're an Irish band. They got great music. Somebody me and my wife listens to. They'll have a graphic at the end of this video. They'll actually tell you where to find their stuff on Amazon and iTunes. They have a new album out. It's called We Can't Pretend. For you young folks, the album is a CD. Just want to let you know. But it used to be something made out of, never mind. I also want to thank Chance Prophet for letting us know about a little boy named Gabe Lyall and his family. He's fighting childhood cancer, so kind of give your thoughts and prayers toward him. And we also want to send a shout out to the Girls with Big Guns clan on Call of Duty. So Ghost is coming up in a couple of days, and it's going to be an interesting week. But that's been the show. I appreciate everyone who listens and watches the show, and you know, kind of keeps us wanting to do good shows. So I appreciate it. I'm gonna let Throttle take us back out. We'll check y'all later. This has been Mayhem News Live.